What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video. Today we're going to be going over PAWSWAP. I haven't went over PAWSWAP in a little while, but they actually got things under control. People were trying to attack Twitter. They're trying to make fake Twitters with scam profiles and things, but they finally got it back under control. So we're going to go over that today. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice, all that good stuff. And also check out the link in the description for Mexi Global. You can sign up and get 10% off all your trading fees. And we also have PAWSWAP over here on Mexi Global as well. So you can go ahead and check that out and sign up through the link below to get 10% off your trading fees. But let's go over PAWSWAP because right now it's up 11.3%. So it's pretty decent. And you can see the current market cap is at 3.9 million, to be exact, 3,936,083. The 24-hour trading volume is at $561,000, and the fully diluted market cap is at 9.2 million. So it's pretty decent. Over here you can see is 1 quadrillion. This is million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. So 1 quadrillion max supply. You can see the circulating is at 423 trillion. So that's what we pretty much got going on right now, while we're up 11.2%. Now, everything in the crypto market is kind of down right now. Things are trying to recover. So there's a little bit of recovery here and there inside different cryptos. So yeah, everything is still pretty much down, but you do have a few things that are like, they're like the unicorns in the crypto market. Like Stacks is up 13.8%. KuCoin is up 14.6%. We've been trending a lot lately with Trust Wallet, which I'll make a whole video on Trust Wallet. I think Trust Wallet coin is actually a pretty decent bet right now, especially with the way the market's moving. It's a pretty decent bet right now. But we're going to talk about that in a different video. Right now, we're talking about PAWSWAP. So let's go over that. Right now, the holders are at 9,288 holders. So that's pretty decent. And also, it shows that before it was up, it was at 9,279. So it's not that big of an increase, but it's still an increase inside holders. So I have been seeing the holders increasing. Like I said, as you can see right here, Mexi Global has their wallet of PAWSWAP. So you can get it on Mexi Global if you want to check that out. But yeah, this is pretty good. Let's go over some of the other stuff going on with PAWSWAP though. So they've been doing a lot of big stuff behind the scenes. So as you can see over here, they say, "Are you ready for what's to come with Paw Chain?" They said it will be full of utilities from day one of launch. So the point of sale system, they say, the e-commerce market platform, DeFi card, DeFi loans, cross-chain bridge, and fiat on-ramp. I think the most important parts to take away is the DeFi card, the DeFi loans, the cross-chain bridge, and the fiat on-ramp. Someone down here says it's too much. Nobody's able to catch everything up. PAWSWAP will lead the next bull run. So yeah, there is a lot going on with PAWSWAP. So yeah, I think this will definitely be a good bet during the next bull run. So we'll see. And yeah, there's a lot going on with the utilities here. So you definitely want to pay attention to this. But shout out to the person who put this whole map together, because this pretty much breaks everything down all into one. And then we're gonna go to everything individually. So as you can see here, Paw Chain, and obviously all this here is subject to change. This was made on the 1st of June. It's the 16th of June now. So we're not going to even look at all this information here at the top right of that. But the cross-chain DEX, which is good. The Paw gas fees, the aggregator, the peer-to-peer wallet, the point of sale system, the fees from other chains, marketplace, the DeFi loans, the fiat deposit, and the DAO. So pretty good. And I guess we could talk about some of the cross-chain DEX is pretty much what it says. It's going to be cross-chain. So you want to do BNB, Ethereum, whatever you can do, and you want to swap it to Paw or whatever. It's going to be a cross-chain DEX. So that's going to be pretty good. And the Paw gas fees over here. So there's going to be low gas fees. So that's also good as well. Then you got the aggregator, which is still something like, it's pretty much cross-chain. You can go between different DeFi platforms. So it's pretty good as well. You got the peer-to-peer wallets. So yeah, there's a lot going on with PAWSWAP here. So we're going to keep going over this. Over here is the liquidity pool burns. So Paw DAO vote is still alive. I don't know if it's still live right now. So it's probably not still live. But it says the vote is still live. Vote on the Paw utility fee structure and have your say. It reduces Paw circulating supply. That's what the liquidity pool burns do. Reduces Paw circulating supply, adds liquidity across chains. Paw LPs can never be accessed, and reduces the sell pressure and stabilizes the price. that's pretty much what they got going on here. And this is the Paw DAO. So as you can see, the DAO here, and it's if you do go to the Paw website, I don't think the DAO is actually linked on there. So I think that's something that they're probably working on right now, linking the DAO. It does say Paw our DAO.paw test. So we probably have to wait till they have everything set up for that. But yeah, right now you can see the ecosystem fee schedule. It's a major vote. So total votes is at 7.8%. The start is at the 6th. Well, actually this goes month, and yeah, this it goes day, month, and then year. So what we're seeing here is it's going to be starting on the 10th of June, which is already started, and it'll be ending on the 17th of June, which is actually tomorrow, because as I'm recording this, it's the 18th, or I mean, it's the 16th of June. So yeah, here is the whole proposal here. We'll kind of go over this briefly. So it says all Paw chain utilities will have a fee structure associated with its use. This fee structure is designed to benefit a Paw chain platform. As an example, or the Paw chain platform. So as an example, a portion of the fee will be used to conduct buyback burns of Paw, often referred to as utility burns. So they're going to have some buyback burns here. They said yes. Burning Paw alone achieves the goal of reducing total supply, but when combined with another mechanism we're proposing, it adds a significant long-term security benefit. What we are proposing will receive the benefits of burns, but there's more. They said Paw will be a multi-chain token used across a swath of currently selected secure chains, with more being added to the security review as we speak. And as such, trillions of PAW will be required to be locked inside liquidity pools in each and every chain. So the larger the liquidity pool, the more stable the PAW price becomes by lowering the price impact of sells or buys. With this in mind, we propose the fee schedule for all utilities as follows. So you can see 25% PAW buyback for those fees, the fee schedule, and then 25% for the native / stable coin buy for the liquidity pool pair. 30% goes to marketing, and 20% goes to the development fund. So the PAW liquidity pool token burn system would work like this: 50% fees occur in a wallet with multi-signatory control. Upon reaching a value of 25k USD, a DAO vote would take place asking which chain's LP to increase from the funds. So that's pretty much what we got going on here. And they say upon completion of the vote, the tokens required for the liquidity pool will be bought, and subsequently the liquidity pool token will be created and then burned. So you can go ahead and vote here. There's like one more day to vote if you're going to do that though. But yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Moving on from this though, from the DAO, we do have a little more things to talk about. So moving on from that, over here is the aggregator. So we talked about that a little bit earlier. So Paw will bring utility and value to every chain it connects to. Any other project who wants to work with us is welcome to open discussions. So yeah, and for those who are wondering, what is an aggregator? So a DeFi aggregator brings together trades across various decentralized platforms, or decentralized finance platforms, into one location. So you're taking things from this DeFi platform, that DeFi platform, bring it to one location to make it seamlessly easy for the user. So saving users time and increasing efficiency for cryptocurrency trades. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's going to be very good. Over here, we can see welcome to your PAWSWAP weekly roundup. This week, the Paw Chain team has released the Paw Aggregator, the Paw DAO, and enabled deposits on the Paw wallet. So it says, what's been your favorite part so far? I would say the aggregator could be probably one of the biggest parts here. So yeah, you got this over here, which is the PAWSWAP and all that other stuff, the Paw DAO aggregator. So yeah, a lot's been going on inside Paw recently, a lot. This next tweet here is talking about the proposal, and we kind of already looked at that. Curious how to create a proposal? You can go ahead and do that through the DAO. So it said you must hold at least 1 billion PAW, connect your wallet to the DAO, go to create proposal, enter the details of your proposal, select the end date. So yeah, it's pretty simple, and yeah, it's a really simple process. Now, Certic is doing the audit right now. I believe they said they're like 85%. That's what it says. Yeah, it says 85% right now. I don't know if it's still at 85% here, but that is what it says. Oh yeah, it does say remain remediating findings 85%. So yeah, it's 85% through. And I guess we'll see what happens after that. But it looks like everything is good so far. There is a few things that need attention, and it does show it here if you want to look at that. The SSH support weak cipher, and I don't really know what much of this means, so I'm gonna have to learn that as well. But yeah, there is a few things that they need to look at, and I think that's why it says 85%. They're still working on that, so they're probably gonna finish that soon. But yeah, I'll cover that whenever they're fully done with going over all of the Certic stuff. So yeah, but moving on from that, we have this. So this is the 5-month birthday of Paul today, the 16th. So that's pretty interesting. Remember, they had a rough start. Like their Twitter was people were trying to hack the Twitter. They're making fake Twitters, all that stuff. But it's all done now. But anyways, let's talk about the staking. So the tokens locked. That's a lot of tokens locked. It's 283 trillion. Wow, wait, million, billion, trillion. I had to make sure. 283 trillion, which is $2.5 million. So it's pretty good. 28.3% of the total supply is pretty much locked in there. So that's good. Staking your paw is another way for you to actively participate in the Paw Chain platform. Your participation is rewarded in Paw with real-time results. We offer a variety of staking options with dedicated APRs. So we're going to go over the staking now. And we'll also go over a lot of the other Paw stuff like tokenomics and all this other stuff. We'll look at that later. But before we do that, let's look at the stake. So this is the staking website, stake.pawecosystem.com. You can see that the first one here is the PAWSWAP stake, which is a flexible stake, which gives you 3% APR. And what they mean by flexible, you can go in and out of the stake as you please, but in result, you're going to get lower APR. So average annual percentage rating or average is one of those. But yeah, this is pretty much what you're going to be getting. And yeah, it's flexible. So you're not going to get as much as you would with, let's say, this one when you lock it for 13 weeks. So if you just lock it for the 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, or you just want to have it flexible, you're only going to get that 3%, and you're going to earn wrapped paw. And you can swap that wrapped paw for paw. So you can also see over here with the lock staked for 13 weeks, 8% APR is what you get, and you earn your wrapped paw as well. And they said, warning, early withdrawal before the minimum lock period will warrant a 10% penalty. So you will get penalized 10% and you will only get 2%. 10% penalty. Okay. So yeah, you're going to lose 10% of the 8% that you earned. That's pretty much what they're saying. So then you have the PAW ETH pair here, the PAWSWAP to ETH pair. So PAWSWAP LP token for Shiba Swap, and you get 6% APR. The PAW ETH is also over here as well, and this is Uniswap V2. That's 6% APR. PAW ETH for Uniswap V3, same, and then wrapped PAW, you can get a flexible stake of 6%. So I would probably say the best option would either be the flexible one up here or this one right here because it's 8%. So locking it for 13 weeks. And yeah, 13 weeks, that is a lot of time, but still, I mean, let's see, 13 weeks times 7, that's 91 days. So locking it for 91 days will get you 8% APR. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So yeah, let's go over PAWSWAP as a whole, just to kind of talk about what the project does. So decentralized cross-chain exchange. So we're gonna go over this. So let's talk about the project. So 1 quadrillion total supply, 0% tax. It is on Ethereum, 0% tax, which is very good. Also down here, well, let's read their little description here. PAWSWAP is developed and inspired with the mantra of decentralization as its core, inspired by Sheeb, all that good stuff, blah, blah, blah. You get the drift. So PAWSWAP will serve as the gateway to PAWSWAP with this website, acting as the portal. We pride ourselves in the ability to provide safety and compliance, and they're creating and transforming a decentralized space, and we've seen they have a lot of different aspirations coming for the future. So the vision and mission, the PAW mission is to create a DEX that empowers individuals to take control of their financial future. So yeah, they're pretty much focusing on the DEX, the aggregator. That's pretty much their core focus right now. and the staking capabilities of PAWSWAP as well. So the roadmap, which is pretty much a lot of it's already been done, research and development done, token launch done, alpha testing done. Over here, community driven governance, they just now got that done. Beta testing in the process, and public launch already got that done. So yeah, they need to do some more PAWSWAP officially launches to the public, continue to add new tokens and trading pairs, and actively improve the platform. So yeah, they're going to be adding more and more to the PAWSWAP. Now let's go over their medium. The medium pretty much goes over everything that we talked about. So they're introducing public alpha, embracing transparency, community feedback. So they're pretty much going over everything from the DAO to all the other good stuff. So understanding the public alpha. The public alpha is part of the overall agile development life cycle, an industry standard for releasing software products to the market. Public alpha embraces the principles of decentralization and transparency and responsibility, or responsibly handing over control of the Paw Chain platform to the community by receiving critical feedback on our development activities early on in the life cycle and incorporating that feedback into DAO proposals. So below are important aspects of understanding public alpha as it relates to Paw Chain. Release on a dedicated domain, early access, imperfections and errors expected, which we've seen on the CerTic audit. They're going over that right now. Stability and security under CerTic audit, which they're going through right now, and public alpha early feedback and improvement. So really they're focusing a lot on security here. So that's definitely pretty good. And part of the public alpha's first release they're talking about here is the DAO, which we just now seen, the decentralized autonomous organization. The aggregator, which we also talked about, application that collects and brings together trade data from various DeFi platforms into a single location. This simplifies and enhances the user experience by allowing the best price to be found from a single source rather than having to check multiple locations individually. The PAW wallet blends the simplicity of digital wallets with the potential of peer-to-peer transactions and fiat to crypto, ability to convert fiat to crypto without the need of a centralized exchange. That's a pretty big part right now. So, disclaimer, imperfections and limitations, use at your own risk, best efforts support, subject to change. So there is a disclaimer there. So like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice. And definitely just don't go dumping all your money into one coin. It definitely seems like a good project that they're going through everything right now. And I would say, yeah, never put all your eggs in one basket. But yeah, like I said, none of this financial advice, but we're going to keep going over this. So the revolution in the community governance for PAW, we kind of already talked about the DAO, and you can go ahead and check for that yourself. The DAO is pretty interesting, self-explanatory. It's like it's like a public thing. You make a vote, everybody votes on it, and then if it passes, then they'll go ahead and do what you voted on, if it's inside of reason. But yeah, how Paul Chain's aggregator simplifies your crypto experience. Well, we kind of already talked about that. And yeah, that's pretty much all we got here for Paul Chain. So it seems like a interesting, revolutionizing thing that they're saying. So it seems pretty interesting. I'll continue to make some videos on this if you all want to see that. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, this is pretty much all I got for y'all today. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let me know what you all think about this in the comments. But yeah, definitely go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out the link in the description and the link in the comment section for Maxi Global. You're going to get Paul in there as well. But it's probably best to, do DeFi things if you want. But you can also get Paul in there and then send it to your DeFi wallet. So you have all types of options there. But anyways, this is all I got for y'all today. As always, I'll be back with another video.